Burkina Faso has become one of the most targeted countries in Africa, not because of weakness, but because of its position and potential.
A Nigerian military aircraft carrying 11 personnel was recently detained in Burkina Faso after being forced to land for what Burkinabe authorities described as an airspace violation.
When a nation begins to assert its independence and reshape its future, it often attracts pressure, interference, and resistance. Burkina Faso is targeted because it matters. How can Burkina Faso protect itself?
Their findings concluded that the Nigerian aircraft had no authorization to fly over Burkina Faso at that moment.
Technology is an important aspect of any developing nation. Drone technology is important for Burkina Faso to protect its borders, for surveillance, and even for agriculture.
A military drone. So these are drones that we use for long-distance surveillance. For example, borders and national parks. So it's more for surveillance for large areas. It can probably do about a distance of 250 kilometers. Agricultural drones, surveillance drones, mostly used for search and rescue, a little bit in the film industry as well, but mostly for search and rescue because it's one of the only drones that can actually fly in the rain.
Oh, okay, okay.
Good morning from Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso. Today, for the first time, I'm heading to the new stadium for a drone event. I'm excited on both fronts. Seeing the stadium that everyone's been talking about, and as a tech girly, I'm excited about getting up close with the drones.
This is Faso.
Yes. Burkina Faso is fast transforming, and these are some of the projects that are transforming the country. These roads are just an example of the country's ongoing development efforts, showing how infrastructure is shaping progress and connectivity. These roads are being constructed by citizens through a community-driven initiative in Burkina Faso called Faso-Mebo. Faso-Mebo promotes self-reliance and nation building. It encourages citizens to actively participate in development projects using local skills, labor, and resources to improve infrastructure, sanitation, and public spaces while fostering patriotism and collective responsibility. I am so happy to see all these projects that had collapsed before getting revived, like the new stadium that we are just heading to. I don't know why I keep calling it new. It was not new, but it was repaired and reopened.
So this is the stadium that Captain Ibrahim Traore opened a few months ago. The stadium of 4th August. How do you sit in front? Stade de 4 août. Stade de 4 août. 4th August. I wonder what happened. Why 4th August? What's important in 4th August? Yeah? Oh, to commemorate the revolution. So many people here. Yes. Okay, so the new stadium here in Ouagadougou, it's not really new, but recently opened. It had died, like I told you. There's a lot of things that have actually been revived, a lot of companies, and under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traore, a lot of things that were dead, a lot of companies that had collapsed. This very stadium had collapsed, but he renovated it real quick and opened it to the public. So right now, there's an event taking place here. It's a drone festival, so they have drones, a drone show. That's what I'm expecting to see. So we're going to be checking that out today. Yes. Come.
This stadium is the main national stadium in Ouagadougou and the traditional home ground of Burkina Faso's national football team called Les Stallions. The Stallions. It hosts major international matches, national ceremonies, and large public events. Under Captain Ibrahim Traore, rebuilding Burkina Faso means strengthening every sector, including sports, as part of restoring confidence and national identity. Investing in sports is an investment in national strength. It gives young people purpose, builds discipline, and unites the country through shared pride.
English or French?
English.
Hey guys, so my name is Benjamin Mabeta. I'm an instructor, I'm an airline pilot as well. I'm here at Global B2B Drone Center today at the stadium of Kathout in Ouagadougou. We're hosting an event for all types of different drones, all the way from videography, from filmatology to agricultural and military drones, security, surveillance. So it's been a great day. It's only starting now, so you better be here a little bit later. So the drone you're looking at now, this is a DJI Mavic 3. It's an excellent drone. It's got a 4K camera, hazel band. It can go up to about 8 kilometers and up to a height of 2 kilometers. It's very good for film and video. It does come with artificial intelligence as well. And then we have the GoPro.
Oh,
GoPro has a drone. They do. And the beautiful thing about this drone is that you can actually unlock this mechanism, and it comes with a stand. So it basically works as an Osmo. Osmo camera. Yeah. Besides that,
when was this one? When did GoPro?
This came out in 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just learning
but
now.
Unfortunately, because it didn't make such a big impact and DJI was more popular, people preferred to go with DJI instead of GoPro.
Okay.
It's just it's a way later technology. So it's actually discontinued completely.
Oh.
And then what we have over here, we have the DJI Phantom RTK.
Yeah.
You can see the RTK module on top. There's his registration. Okay. So we use this drone normally for topography, for doing volumetrics on mines as well, to see how much resources they have left. Next to that, we have another drone. If you can see the difference, this one has a simple camera. That's a 4K camera.
Okay.
But if we look at the multispectral, you can see this one has 6 different cameras.
Yeah.
So this is an RGB camera.
Okay.
So what this camera does is it actually gives you the health of certain plants, because you work in tandem with the agricultural drone that we have over here.
Okay.
So you can actually map out an area, see the health of the different leaves, which plants or which area of your field need more nutrients or certain pesticide, and that's programmed into the agricultural drone. And that way the agricultural drone will spray more in certain places and less in others.
Okay.
Yeah. And then obviously the other side, we move on to a military drone. So these are drones that we use for long distance surveillance. For example, borders and national parks. You can put we can say 10 different types of cameras onto these. You can put thermal cameras, you can put RGB cameras, you can put surveillance cameras that can zoom up to 2 or 3 kilometers. So it's more for surveillance for large areas. It can probably do about a distance of 250 kilometers, and it's got about an autonomy of about 5 hours of battery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those ones are
agricultural drones,
yeah.
surveillance drones, and the others are for videography.
And what's the matrix for?
The matrice, it's a multi-tool actually. It's a multi-tool. It's got about 45 minutes of flight time. You can put 2 different payloads onto it. So you can have a camera on it that sees simple daytime, and you can put a camera on it that actually has thermal imaging.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's mostly used for search and rescue, a little bit in the film industry as well, but mostly for search and rescue because it's one of the only drones that can actually fly in the rain.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I love that this event is truly inclusive. Everyone is allowed to participate. Even the kids are encouraged to touch, explore, and actually try on the drones, not just to watch from the sidelines, because this just turned the audience into active learners, and it sparks the curiosity, confidence, and a real sense of ownership over technology by letting people experience it firsthand from a young age. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you truly enjoyed it and you learned something new. Let me know what you think about drone technology and all the changes that are happening right here in Burkina Faso. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you on the next episode. Until then, bye-bye, kwaheri, ciao.